Good morning, marketing ninjas. Happy Tuesday morning. Wanted to come to you live and talk about a new live series that I'm going to do over the next couple of weeks. Um, so last night I started outlining a series of basically lead magnet things that I want to do for my personal agency, where we will be outlining the common mistakes that small to medium sized businesses, even a lot of large businesses, make both with their social media presence and with their website. So we're going to be outlining a bunch of common mistakes and how to avoid them, right? It's basically like a giveaway, like a lead magnet. Well, in doing so, it gave me the idea to outline a couple of things that I see other digital marketers do incorrectly or things they could be doing better to help improve their game. Um, I I believe that everybody should be a lifelong student, especially in a game of digital marketing where one algorithm update can change everything, where one new technology can change everything, or like an iOS update can change everything. We are always a student. We should always be trying to get better. And so for that reason, um, I constantly invest in additional trainings. I talk to other people in a different mastermind group that I'm a part of. Basically, seeing what they're doing that's working well and what they're doing that used to work well that's probably not working well anymore. So I wanted to bring you guys uh, just every day something different that I see, things that marketers are doing incorrectly. And if you haven't watched the video, the replay from yesterday's live, I thought I was going to get my ass kicked by a client, and it ended up being a wonderful conversation with them. Um, and the reason it ended up being a great conversation was because of the call reporting. Go watch that video if you haven't seen it. But that leads me to today. This one's it's just a complete segue off of yesterday's video, but what do I see that marketers are not doing correctly that they should be doing better? Well, I can't tell you how many times I have talked to a client that says they used to pay for this service or that service, whatever it is, and they no longer do because they didn't see any results. And sometimes it's because the marketer did a poor job, but a lot of times it's not that they did a poor job implementing the work, like performing the service. It's that they did a poor job reporting on the service. So if you're not using analytics, like a true reporting metric, to give routine updates, like they should be scheduled updates monthly at the minimum, if not like every other week or sometimes even weekly, especially when a campaign is first starting to get going. If you're not doing that, then you're doing a huge disservice to your client, and you're also doing a large disservice to yourself. And the reason I say that is because you don't really know what's working and what's not if you're not giving these metric reports. You're not answering the questions to the client. And so to them, like let's say you're doing SEO. Well, SEO is a slower service, and it's incremental in growth. You don't just go from 0 to 100 overnight, right? So if you're not showing your client over, let's say you're going to do a 6-month SEO campaign, if you're not giving them a scheduled, routine update of what's going on, the traffic increases, the rank placement increases. Like if you're not giving them that kind of report, what are they spending their money on every month? They're going to quickly lose sight of what they're paying for. Let's say you're doing a pay-per-click ad campaign, same thing. If you're not giving them true metrics and having a system to be able to report that out, they're not going to remember if the call that came in was from you or if it was a referral from an existing client. So if you can't show them that, it's hard for them to justify in their mind why they're spending money with you. If you're doing a social media campaign, you need to be tracking engagement. You need to be able to show a trend upwards in engagement, comments, likes, shares, whatever the platform is, views, whatever the platform is that you're promoting on. You need to be able to report back on that to show that you are increasing their visibility. If you're doing ratings and reputation management, you need to be showing that you are increasing or at least maintaining their online reputation, the average star rating, and increasing the number of reviews. Those are the services they're paying you for. There's plenty of other services that they could be paying you for, but there's those services that they're paying you for. they need to see what the return on investment is in order to justify in their own mind why they continue to pay you. So one thing that today's topic that I see a lot of marketers do incorrectly is that they don't provide any kind of insights and reporting. There's some really, really cool tools. Google Analytics is free, and it is what's paid if you go to the monster levels of it. But for most businesses that we'll be working with, it's free, and it's incredibly powerful, incredibly insightful. And so you should definitely be using Google Analytics reports. There's a template. There's an entire section. If you just Google Analytics template, there's all kinds of dashboard templates that people have already made for you. So you can just figure out which ones are applicable to your client and use that. You can schedule it to automatically go out and then just schedule a call around it. So it automatically emails to you and you have a call with your client. So that's a good free one. Um, the other side of it, there's a bunch of paid ones that really just make life a lot easier. I'll drop a comment for like one of the analytics tools that we use routinely that you can white label, throw your own logo on it. We use it all the time, and really cool integrations with it. Integrates with Google Analytics, integrates with like call tracking software, integrates with your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, uh, Twitter, GMB, all of it. It does a lot with SEO, does a lot with pay-per-click. Highly recommend it. I'll drop a link to it. But anyway, so today's recap of what I see a lot of marketers doing wrong. Today would be volume 1 of what we'll do over the next couple weeks. Is that they're not providing good analytics. They're not reporting back the progress of the service that they're providing to their client, and therefore makes it very difficult for the client to justify that ongoing expense. Ideally, we want clients to be paying us, you'll probably start out in the hundreds, but we want to be getting thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars a month. And so if you've got somebody paying you, 3, 4, 5 grand a month, and you're not showing them any analytics off of that, it's really hard for them to justify to the accounting team why they're doing that. So definitely train yourself. Practice on your own projects if you need to. Like, you should already have Google Analytics installed on your site. Practice giving yourself a mock report and see and video it. You can just do a Zoom and record it and have you be the only person in it. But do an actual mock presentation of the analytics and then watch it, a little bit later. Give it time for you to get it out of your mind, and then watch it a little later and see if you were the client and that was the presentation, would you be satisfied with the level of work that you're doing and with the reporting back? And hint, you probably won't be the first time, and that's okay. But it's a powerful way for you to get better at doing it. So highly recommend it, guys. You should be doing reporting and analytic data. You should be providing that back to your client to justify what they are spending with you. That's it for today, guys. That's the first day of what I see agencies or marketers doing wrong, what they should be doing better. A common mistake, common pitfall is a big one, not providing those analytics. That's it for today, guys. I'll drop a link to the analytics that I prefer, the tool that I prefer. Google Analytics is a free one. I'll put a link to that if you don't already have it. That one's a free one, but then also I'll throw one that's a paid one. It's the one that we use. And hope you guys enjoy it. Let us know if there's other tools that you use or other tricks that you use or anything else that you provide to your client that you found helpful. Let us know in the comments. And if you got any questions, let us know. If not, we will see you for the next set of what we see marketing agencies and freelancers do wrong tomorrow. Thanks, guys.